Hello, Master0063 back again. I'm at screen 4 of stage 6. I want to kill the Kamilia 2, and apologies for the beginning. I might end up cutting a bit of it, but I'm probably going to have to play silly buggers to kind of get my... I might have actually already managed it, but that first kind of jump here is particularly irritating. So what I almost have to do is kind of get myself saved so that immediately when I restart I can kind of like jump up to the right and kind of work my way through it. If I had to kind of start from the floor, I'd almost practically never ever get through that first little section. So yeah, I spent a little bit of time there buggering about, damn it, getting myself positioned so that I could get through that quite easily. That's not to say that I'm not going to die to it, but yeah, eventually I will kind of make it through, or a good proportion, whatever quote unquote that means, a good enough proportion of the time for my satisfaction, for my purposes, I will make it through that jump. But yeah, without doing that, I almost probably barely ever make it through. But it didn't take me all that long to set that jump up, so yeah, I thought I might have to cut that at the beginning, but apparently not. This is a fun little screen with, well, we're in water, I presume, or whatever the case, it's infinite double jumps. Come on now. Thank you. So, yeah, there's all these kind of really intricate little areas with very little room to manoeuvre, but the jumps that you're kind of seeing maybe in the top middle, these kind of jumps where you almost kind of have to continuously kind of double jump in the middle of the kind of the gap between two spikes. If I can make it through here, I'll hopefully try and demonstrate what I mean. Yeah, here. And yes. That's fun. I don't know whether I actually honestly don't know whether I find that fun or irritating, but it's interesting. Let's put it that way. Now what you can see I'm trying to do here is save so that I can make a similar type of jump here at the beginning a good portion of the time, but at the moment I'm not finding that spot. I might have just found it there, or that might have just been blind luck, I don't know, but it looks like it was blind luck. Come on. I did the first bit so well, this bit's irritating. I'm pretty sure if you're like as closest as you could be to the wall, but that's probably the best place for you, but I'm not 100%. That jump I really hate. I say jump, it's more of a drop, but this I detest. It's so narrow, and you almost need to kind of do a double jump at this point in time, in between that, and well, I did that reasonably quickly, but that is so annoying. The rest of it, actually, maybe the rest of it's not a good point to talk about as of yet. Yeah, a tiny kind of hop that you're going to have to pull off there. And you have to really position yourself so that you're not too far to the right, or you drop down too fast. It's a pain. That bit you almost kind of want to, once you've set off, don't stop. You almost kind of, bugger! Need to do it in one go kind of thing. There's a couple of other sections in the screen between getting to after I got to the next save, getting to the one after it. There's a couple of sections in the level that are just like that. But in all honesty, they're not too bad. It is, well, firstly this first jump, which I suppose at least now I seem to be doing a half decent job of getting through. But yeah, this one, I detest this jump. It's so hard to just position yourself for. You've got to jump not too high so that you hit your head on the spike above, not too not too far to the right so that you hit the one facing down, and drop not too fast too soon, or you'll land on the spike on the floor. In fact, I'd almost prefer that. Funny enough, I think I'd almost rather that jump without the water, without the kind of infinite double jump physics kind of going on. As bizarre as that sounds, the fact that you're not dropping at such a quick rate as you would ordinarily expect, god damn, is off-putting for this section. Don't die on that one, please. I just said... Now, what the hell did I even die on there? I honestly don't even know which spike I died on there. I honestly felt that was about as perfect as you could get through that area. Come on. I suspect there's going to be some cutting on this bit. I can't believe that well, it depends how the video went, but I suspect that I wouldn't have had to do any cutting on the I Want to Be the Crimson level. And I certainly wouldn't have needed to do any cutting on the first part, or getting to the first save of this screen. So, mind you, I can take a bit of messing up on this screen for the as a consequence, or as a trade-off for having got through the Crimson screen in about 8 minutes. Given that it took, well, let's see, how much longer would it have taken? I don't know. It took 4.5 hours. So what's that? That's 270 minutes. So we're talking approximately 30 to 35 times longer than that on my original go through. If my math doesn't suck there. I'm kind of trying to do the internal calculation in my head while I'm still speaking, but yeah, I think that's roughly about right. But yeah, okay. If I can beat that level in 8 minutes, I'll take a little extra failure on this one. Up to a certain point. But I think I'm doing a pretty good job of pointing out. Believe me, I'm not just failing on it for on purpose. I think I'm doing a fairly good point of illustrating that this jump is the yeah, this one here is the bugger of this screen. Not just, yeah, the bugger of the screen, not just getting to the next save, by the way. Right, let's not mess up on that bit this time. God. Yay, right. This bit really shouldn't be that much of a problem, but it seems to be. Can we do this? No, we can't. Well, I might as well talk about, while you see me fail on this now 100 times over, I might as well talk about the last little jump a little bit. Basically, I think you almost kind of have to hit your head on the ceiling when kind of trying to make a jump through, because it will just get you that little bit further over to the right. And I've gone on a lot about actually avoiding hitting your head on the ceiling, but yeah, if you kind of start off a jump, and you'll need to, because if you just walk off the edge, then the spike will immediately kind of get you. So you need to kind of jump, yeah, up to the ceiling and obviously down to the right. But easier said. Oh, bloody hell. I don't even want to estimate how many deaths that was. Jesus, let's move on. Fortunately, I don't believe the rest of the screen is as bad as that part, and it bloody well better not be. Here's one of these two sections I was saying whereby you just kind of want to make, effectively just kind of want to make a run for it. Don't stop once you set off. Just kind of keep jumping at the same height as you were when you kind of set off, and hopefully you'll be okay. But yeah, and here's another one. That was nothing like the trouble of the other one, was it? Blimey. Right. See if I can position myself nicely here so that I can make this jump kind of nicely. Did that save? I don't think it did. I'm not sure these are saving, but oh well. There we are. Not bad. This is this little drop down one here is not easy, I must admit. It's very tricky to get yourself in between when dropping down. That get up phase is not all that easy either, but yeah, I'm not a fan of this drop down bit. It's going to be very, very hard to position yourself between the two spikes. When I eventually do, we'll talk about the last part, and you'll see that it's a little bit kind of similar to the bit at the top and the middle, but there'll be one added difference when we get there, in that we'll need to rush through it a fair pace, or at least the last half. I don't remember exactly when the chase is on, but or when the chase commences. But God, this freaking manoeuvre is annoying. In case you didn't notice, this opening bit is no pushover either. Yes, right, can we do this bit? Yay, 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 yay. Well, that was definitely the second part of that screen, wasn't it? That was the bugger. The rest of it wasn't too bad. Right, this is an, for my money, annoying screen. With a set of keys and doors which are all colour coordinated. You'll need to go the way that I eventually go when you see me complete this screen, because if you go another way, you're likely screwing yourself up. There's a very specific path you need to take, because if you unlock a certain door, then chances are, or the door that you're not supposed to, then the chances are you won't be able to get the key that you would have needed before. So yeah, if you're wondering why I'm going the way I'm going, it's because this, I believe, is indeed the only way in which you can get through the stage. And that obviously you need to colour coordinate the doors and the keys. And you need to not die in a ridiculous fashion. But, I'm not really sure there's a lot to say on this about this screen. There's a few really intricate jumps which are very annoying. These areas here where you can see there's a spike on the kind of like the left wall and a spike on the right wall are a pain to get through. I'm not quite sure whether going up or down through them actually, to be honest, is more, which of those two is more annoying. I'd probably like to say down, but going up is no picnic either. You almost feel like you need to kind of jump and hit your head on the ceiling, but obviously a fair distance away. Whoops. Otherwise you'll kind of hit the spike that's off the left wall. But if you jump too soon, you'll jump and land on the spike that's on the floor. So you have to be quite precise with when you jump kind of through it. And I say I find that kind of jumping and hitting the head on the ceiling is the best way to get through it. You definitely, for instance, can't just walk off the edge and get through that way. So some kind of a jump is required, and yeah, the jump off the ceiling seems to be the best way to do it. But I haven't really got to the point at the moment where the other jumps start to get irritating. I mean, this one here, for instance, should be no problem. Yes, right, can we please not mess up on this jump this time? Yes, right, okay, we get to a new phase. That jump is not all that bad, but it can be a bit tricky. Well, as soon as you've got this key and you drop down, hold left, or you'll land on that spike, which is fun. That jump I hate. Very hard to describe exactly a specific technique to kind of be able to pull that off a good proportion of the time or whatever, but yeah, it's unfortunately it's a bit difficult to obviously see now because the screen is completely black at that point and you can't actually see the jump. But if you can remember how it was kind of set up, what you kind of obviously need to do is weave yourself between a spike or a couple of spikes on the floor and one on the ceiling, and getting the positioning right so that you, I suppose, to be honest, the leftmost spike in that area is probably not the concern there, and it's far easier to jump out of it, that little area, than it is to jump into it. But yeah, the first bit with the, God's sakes, the rightmost spike on the floor and the one on the ceiling, getting in between and landing that jump is an enormous pain. As is pretty much all the little jumps on here. I wouldn't really call any of them, to be honest, all that bad, but you're obviously bunging them all in one go in quick succession, and there are no intermediary. Screw you. Saves. Hate these little jumps as well. So yeah, I cannot decide for myself which I hate more, going up through them or going down through them. But this one here is now giving me far too many problems. I suspect there will be some cutting in here in this screen, because I remember this annoying me quite substantially first time I did it, and given the apparent lack of success I'm having so far, yeah, I suspect cutting is not going to be far off, to be honest. I've said pretty much all I want to say about this screen, or at least so far anyway. Ow! What happened there was when I jumped, I didn't actually go sufficiently far over that my jump counted, because I immediately landed back on the platform and then just walked off the edge and, of course, landed right on the spike. Based on my experience at the moment, I'm probably going to say the jump down is irritating me more. Oh, really? Right, come on. Yes. See if we can make this jump. Oh, of course we can't. By the way, I wouldn't say it took an excessive amount of time to figure out the order of the keys and the doors, obviously, that you have to go through, because obviously if you get to a certain point and you get stuck, then obviously you know that wasn't the way to go, so that's not too bad. But that jump is, believe me, and I think we're probably going to cut until I get back to it, so I'll see you when I'm back at that jump. Alright, let's have another go at this one, and immediately fail. Brilliant. And another go. I hate that jump. How will I fare this time? Just as crap as the others. Let's have another go. Yay! Right. So now you can pretty much see the entire... No, you can't. I've got to go down here. So now you can kind of see there's a... not too much to the bottom, but... oh, well, I managed to screw up on it anyway. But yeah, basically I'll unlock all the piles at the bottom, and then I have to go right up to the top right and get the final key. And yeah, well, I'll see you again when I've got to roughly about the same area that I've just got to there. Hallelujah. Right. Please don't mess up. Right. Yay. Right, and now of course we need to go all the way up to the top right. And now we just need to get all the way down again. Now we just need to not die stupidly. Bollocks! Bloody flipping hell! God, I hate those sodding jumps. Both up and down. Flipping heck! I hate those jumps! Why are they so obnoxious? Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Seriously, brilliant. God flipping damn it! Oh, thank flipping Christ! Worst level of the lot so far. My God. And look at the level I'm about to do now. Seriously. Yeah, I hate that level. I think that's all for now. I will pick up with this shocker of a stage next time. Cheerio.